Okay, Grand Rising. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Wednesday? So, R. Kelly trial begins today. R. Kelly trial begins today. Let's see what CNN has to say. So, how is everyone doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Okay, so let's see. Okay, according to New York Times. R. Kelly trial update. Singers criminal case begins in Brooklyn. Lawyers for the R&B star and prosecutors will offer opening arguments in the high-profile trial on Wednesday. That's today. Okay, this article is written by Troy Closon, Closson, August 18th, 2021, 7:07 a.m. Eastern Time. It says, in the world of R&B music, R. Kelly long stood above his peers, reaching stardom on the strength of his slow jams and the allure of his uncommonly provocative lyrics. But on Wednesday morning, the entertainer's fate will move into the hands of a jury of everyday men and women as his criminal trial begins in federal district court in Brooklyn. Mr. Kelly faces charges that accuse him of commanding a criminal enterprise that recruited women and underage girls to have sex with him as he soared to onstage success. Prosecutors are expected to offer vivid details accusing Mr. Kelly and those in his orbit of building a decades-long system of sexual abuse. I so agree because someone knew, okay? Someone knew about it. He didn't do this all by himself. And I hope he exposes that. He didn't do it by himself. He did not do that. His defense team will seek to cast doubt on the accounts and motivations of the women at the center of the case as jurors grapple with matters of consent, autonomy, and sexual agency. The trial has been highly anticipated since Mr. Kelly's sexual conduct came under fresh scrutiny during the height of the Me Too movement. I think they came after him because he spoke out. He spoke out against it. Just like T.I., when he spoke out against it, all of a sudden, all of his sex trafficking, I guess they call him a hypocrite. We'll see. His long delayed trial follows several similar high profile cases over sexual misconduct accusations, including the trials of the Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein and the comedian and actor Bill Cosby. But Mr. Kelly's trial also stands apart in Mr. Weinstein's case, which touched off a national reckoning around sexual abuse. Many of the women who came forward were actresses and models and were mostly white, as were many of those at the center of accusations in the most prominent cases across business, politics, media, and entertainment. The majority of Mr. Kelly's accusers are Black women. Jurors will hear both testimony from witnesses and evidence that accuses Mr. Kelly, 54, of kidnapping, forced labor, failing to disclose sexual transmitted diseases to his sexual partners, and producing child pornography. But the jury of 7 men and 5 women will be tasked with processing a much broader question that is central to the case: whether an informal criminal organization existed around and contributed to the crimes Mr. Kelly is accused of. Oh, this is going to be so good, because like I just said, he did not orchestrate this. Someone else orchestrated it. He participated, but he did not orchestrate. He don't even have the mind to do it. The trial may not be the final chapter in the decades-long trail of murmurs and accusations of misbehavior that has cast a shadow over the recording artist's career. Mr. Kelly also faces a trial in Chicago on federal charges and additional state sex crime charges in Illinois and Minnesota. Oh. The singer, whose real name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, has staunchly denied all of the accusations against him. The case against the singer centers on 6 unnamed women, including 2 who appear in the documentary series Surviving R. Kelly, and 2 who the government says have never spoken publicly about their allegations. 3 were underage at the time. Prosecutors say they were preyed on by Mr. Kelly. Where were they parents? Where were they parents? Where were these underage girls' parents? They ought to be locked up. Several of those women are expected to testify at the trial, a significant change from Mr. Kelly's first criminal trial in 2008 on child pornography charges. A jury acquitted Mr. Kelly in that instance after the girl at the center of the case declined to testify. Okay. So y'all tell me about your feelings regarding this. Are y'all going to tune in? I'm sure everyone is going to tune in. You all please like, share, and subscribe. And please hit that notification button so you will be notified when I am dropping new videos. Shalom.